Toward A.
Here we go. Towards A, we will indeed end up for Navi here. One smoke, presumably used towards CT spawn. That'll be thrown in momentarily. That'll be the final commitment as well. The CT's ready and waiting. Device tucking himself in the corner that never gets checked in CSGO. And his teammate Glaive to bait him in somewhat.
Shots in.
Check this time.
Yeah, Zeus is definitely spotted up Device as they immediately rounded the corner and looked his direction. Glaive, meanwhile, goes back out from the bank stairs. He's lost his teammates, but he's willing to take the fight no less. Goes down, though, however, as Zipix will try and battle on. Good shot on Flamey. That temporarily dropped the bomb. If anything, that's his best chance of trying to get back into the round, but they could easily rotate it around. Good find on Simple. Does he know, however, that they're pushing onto his position? He certainly does. Wraps to find Zeus. Zipix has a third, and he's got one more to find to win out the round. He's already got the shots. He's got the damage as well. Seized is down to 28. Zipix just backs off, spots toward the stairs. No kit for Zip, but he's got the armor over Seized, which favors him in the duel. He's just got to be quick about finding his target. Quick tap should bring Seized back up the stairs. He knows he's rotated off, but he's looked the wrong direction. Does he spot? He does. Has to chase. No, he doesn't, because he's got the kit. That could be enough in it alone, because now Seized is thinking he doesn't have the time. Checks it, realizes he's still on it. Zipix can't hold and gets off it. Seized just barely.
It had 1 second on the defuse there when he came off the bomb. I think he probably could have held on and had a chance of winning the round. Would have been really touch and go. I'm not 100% sure. But Zipex, an admirable effort there. 3 kills in total, almost gets the 4th as well. Dinks up Seized, but clever play by Navi towards the end. It was a very default approach at the start, getting that basic map control, negating the boost towards the connector, and at that point, execute towards the site. Bomb planted, looked very comfortable, but Zipex turned up, and be one of the very best clutches we have in CSGO. Can't quite win it out, though. 1-0 for Navi. 4 AKs purchased by Navi here. It's interesting, but I normally at least see a couple of SMGs for the utility factor, but they still have 2 smokes to work with here. Forced by, of course, from the Astralis side. Even Device is getting stuck in there with the Scout. No one for him, but CZ's 5.7s and P250s around him with a couple of smokes to work with as well. It looks like a boost coming in towards the B side as well. Zipex boosting up his teammate Glaive, and looking towards the squeaky door right now to see if they can find that first pick.
He's toward that door. Glaive's not exactly exposed to it, but can't see it as he decided to step to his left on top of his teammate's head. Strong neck, Zipix has. Good nade. Straight into the face of Zeus. Puts him on to 52 HP. Meanwhile, Flamey. Zipix will get him down, so that's actually favoring Astralis on the way to the site. They still can't respond either as they continue to try and spray through to exactly where Glaive's playing. Seized gets to pre-Glaive. Popping up finds him in return. It's all been traded back. It's still the favor for Astralis. Zeus down, Simple up. Edward with the bomb. Thankfully, Simple was smart enough to backpedal and find Zipix trying to catch them out by pushing through a smoke they'd already bypassed. That should allow the plant, which should being the operative word, come out to the round if everything stabilizes, but they still have a Scout to contend with in Device's hands.
No kits to work with here. Device, he needs to find the opening pick, and he needs to find it right now. Not going to happen. Simple and Edward strike at the same time to find round number 2 there for Navi. Got a little bit problematic there. Some interesting decisions from Navi to just walk into the B bomb site 1 by 1 against the CZs, against that force buy. Always going to be a little bit problematic there. They give away a couple of kills, and it comes down to a 2-on-2, but looking quite comfortable towards the end there. I think CZ did call for a pause, but he says never mind. It's absolutely fine. We're going to run with 3 here. Has to be the full eco for Astralis. Now on the rocky road to getting back into this game. First gun round won't be brilliant for them. Meaning they probably won't have the AWP, or potentially no defuse kits here. Defuse kits are $400 in CSGO. Previous iterations are $200. So it's a little bit more difficult to get those in your back pocket. Mac 10s, UMPs, a couple of AKs as well, but it's that silenced USP, and once again, walking up short, giving frags away for free, more or less. So many angles to check there. It's a little bit arrogant, I think, just to walk up and try and find frags on that side of the map without any sort of flashbang or smoke deployed. Should be fine for the round, generally speaking, but there's another dink. Simple goes down to 27 HP, but he has got control of the A site.
Simple toward the dumpster, can't find the headshot, ensuing behind. Edward, meanwhile, Mac 10 tries his very best, his utmost, to push them back further. It manages to hold them off long enough to get the bomb in, as intended. And kill for for Flamey, rather. And then Edward gets 2 on the Mag-10, and that'll pretty much close the round. Simple does the last damage. 3-0 Navi. Guns will be in the mix. The AWP for Device will be a glass cannon. I'm just trying to catch a look at his spawn. It's actually quite deep, so he won't be able to get toward the flower pot, or excuse me, the fountain in front of bathrooms, but he could, if he wanted, go over toward B. He's not. He's actually going to go flower pot, so fair enough. The correct flower pot, the real one, not the fake one, the fountain.
Device yet to frag. We'll see if he can step up here with the AWP. That's where he does his best work on overpass. Can't be backing him up towards the bathrooms there. And Simple, as we mentioned in the pre-game, now the main AWPer for Navi. After losing Guardian, who, to be fair, wasn't really in the most fantastic form towards the end of his tenure within this side. So I like this idea. I think Simple definitely can fill the role of a main AWP. And we'll see whether he can step up here today. We saw it look very exciting in previous matchups. Towards long for now, and he's spamming off the silence USP. Flashbang towards long now from Simple, and he will take the challenge momentarily.
Worth it to fire into the tree.
Just in case. Now he has got control. Device fires off a shot while blind. He has to fall back to a more defensive line at this point. Kiabi, we follow him. He's in a very difficult position. You see players on the left-hand side towards bathroom and towards long as well. Lost the backup of his teammate, and a lovely shot by Flaming there. Good flashbang as well. Finds him the 5-on-4.
Flashbang ultimately led to an easy kill. As Glaive waits behind the truck inside of sight. Device is there as well. Xyp9x has already rotated. There's time that they could go back to B, but with 30 seconds, long way around without information, this will be an A hit. Device forward of the stairs. Molotov in front of him, but not behind until now. And he decides to go all the way back on it. That's going to buy space for Navi. It means Glaive has to hit shots on his own. Uses the truck. Xyp9x is baited in. As a result of it, he's got 3 on the flank. Finally, he's answered and taken down. I take it back. I thought he came for the flank. He was beside Glaive the whole time, which now it's his opportunity to strike. As he finds Simple, Flamey responds, but you're right. There's 1 second on the clock. It's a one-on-one. There's no time for the kill either. He can't find Dupree.
Xyp9x. My God, that was some round from him. All the players from Astralis go down, but they do win the round indeed. It will be a very difficult investment into the next. I'm sure we'll watch how this went down. 2 players towards the truck position here. Wow. Just straight up through the smoke towards long. Why not? Using the map as a gauge as to where he has to aim. Takes the shot, finds 2 and a 3rd as well. And as you can see, sure they win the round, but now the reinvestment very difficult indeed. 2 FAMASes, 2 UMPs, and M4. It's always difficult. And all 5 players go down if you win the round on the CT side, especially when you're not established yet. No kits, of course. Debris of no utility whatsoever. Similar story for Device and Xyp9x. We'll see what they can do here as we get back towards long A. Simple, he still has his AWP. Plenty of money for the terrorist side here. And they'll be aware of that as well. Zeus, known to have a very slow, methodical approach to the T side. Will not be enough here as he goes down to the UMP of Kiabi.
Flamey starts to push up toward long. Punching his way toward the site. He's found by Dupree first, though, with the FAMAS. Spots another shoulder of Edward. Just as he was about to go left of the boxes, it's the right side by which Edward strikes. Catches out Dupree. And Device, apparently, because back inside the bathrooms, he retreats to the site, greeted by ground already occupied by Edward, and now Simple will plant. Good nade from Glaive. He will not plant. That bomb gets flung forward and then pursued as Glaive pushes through to find Edward. Watch out the flank of the backside. Sees one all the way around, hoping to establish control of bathrooms, anticipating perhaps the plant would come sooner, but never did.
Well, against all odds, and with that lackluster buy, it's Device and co with the UMPs, the FAMASes that come out on top. Not sure how they did it, but UMP from Kiabi in towards that connector, found the first frag, follow them up long towards the bomb site. And no bomb going down means it's an eco, and an interesting buy from Edward. He gets a P90.
Love it.
You get a P90 head armor. It's the most expensive SMG at 2350.
With the least kill reward.
Least kill rewards. It's very rare to see that these days in CSGO, but he brought it out in this round.
Prevalent in 2013.
Yeah, it was a big deal back then. But Device, he's back on the AWP, picks it up from Simple in the last round. 3-2. Astralis get back into their best map in the pool, especially on the CT side. I guess on the T side as well. They're probably the best T side team on Overpass. But Navi looking to strike back here. Maybe the P90 is the secret weapon. And we've been mocking it, and it's going to work out for him.
Short tunnel toward construction. It's seized, already in position on the CZ 75. Dupree will wait inside of Monster. Smoked off. He actually wants to play closer to it, in case they decide to flash or push. He'd hold the helm. Let's see what the P90 has. Spray and pray all day, baby. Zipic's back turn might go down to it. Does! Edward finds the kill as Flamey found Dupree, over his shoulder, but Glaive spots 2 in return on the M4. And unfortunately, our favorite gun in the entire game has been put to the floor.
Yeah, it was a little bit of an exciting start there, but it has been subsided now by the Astralis team. 3-on-2, 20 seconds remaining. The bomb will be planted towards A, in fact.
They've realized
it's actually happening, and sees he finds a kill towards B. This could still work out. Simple, Deagle in hand. Sure, he's got low HP, but he's got a decent angle. Takes down Device, he's got the AWP. HP's not a factor. There it is. Now it's a 1v1 technically, but Seized is coming in on the flank. He's in the bathrooms now. He's joining him.
The one kill was all Simple needed because he bought the space and time for the rotation, and the hesitation is now in the mind of Kiarbi. He'll get the opening kill, but Seized is ready, and he's got the AK. Has to surely anticipate the fact that he's rotated around from B after getting the kill that he did get. Kiarbi tries to go above the smoke to see him. Oh, I think he just did as he dropped down. That might be enough to discourage. He's going to get on it anyway. Seized, spots inside of the smoke and makes no mistake on the spray.
The problem is the smoke was tied the right-hand side of the bomb as well, so he's only going to be in one place, right? That pre-fire is a little bit easy. You could see the left-hand side of the bomb, so pretty much knew exactly where he was. But what a round that was from Navi to get back into it. It's the P90, the Deagles, and the P250s. Simple with the very clever play there. As soon as his teammates went all in towards B and found a couple of kills, he's planting at A. And like I said, with that Deagle as well, his HP is not a factor. When Device is coming in from bank with the AWP, if he can find him and make him miss a shot, wins the round. Bought enough time for Seas to rotate in as well, and they force Astralis down to an eco here. P250s, USPs, and Dupree with the Deagle. Arguably one of the best Deagle players in the entirety of Denmark. We'll see whether he can do anything with it this round. We've had some insane rounds from him on overpass with that weapon. But for now, once again, back towards A is Navi. 3 along, 2 middle. Contact play, I don't think they'll execute too heavily here. Keep the guns out. Ready to strike, and it's Simple to find the first shot. As he takes down Glaive, that should be the round done.
Shots through. Edward pushing around. Push King, apparently, but the King will be drinking some wine because he's gone down. Device getting the shot back in return. It's still a 3 versus 3. Bomb planted. 1 SMG picked up, 4 Device to try and work with. AK still in hand, though, for Simple, and a good shot. Great shot to find Kiarbi, knew exactly the angle he was looking for at the dumpster. He's going to go back for the same shot, and the same result. Zipix goes down. Simple does it all, including an assist on Device. We go 5-2 for Navi.
And he's getting to an okay position for Astralis. It'll be another difficult buy here. I don't think they'll be bringing out any P90s just yet, but Kiarbi's only got $3,700. Here's the replay of Simple finding more and more frags there. Like you said, 5-2 in favor. CIS team, no AWP this time for Device. It's a FAMAS for Kiarbi. Glaive and just the SMG as well, and we're going towards B this time. Zeus wants to mix things up. This could be either a B rush or a full set piece, splitting between Short and Monster. There is some CT presence though coming in as well. 2 players pushing off that area, and it looks like the CTs will get all the frags. Dupree, double spray down there, baited in by his teammate who's spraying through the B wooden panels, and he's doing damage as well, and it's going to be funneling them back towards Monster, and this is an easy Astralis round. Zeus gets one back with the HE grenade. Simple sits in a smoke. But now a 4-on-2. Surely nothing they can do this round, and maybe that's confirmed after Glaive takes down the bomb and Simple.
Zeus backs well out of the picture. Bomb's down, so even though there's a minute to work with, he'll try and make it expensive in any way that he can, but not pursue the round. It's a long drawn-out affair at this point, because Astralis don't have the money to afford pushing, chasing. And they know it, and they'll play discipline as a result of it. Smart calls. Glaive, by the way, speaking of calls, in-game leader leads the way on 10 kills. one behind that of Simple. Device, on the other hand of that, if you want to talk about star potential and AWP in specific, 1 kill.
That's correct. 1 for 7. That was the fast B approach there from Navi, completely shut down by Dupree. He pushes off towards short. Nades and flashbangs deployed. He gets the double spray down, falls back, still alive for now. 10 seconds remaining. Looks like Zeus will just be holding on to his weapon as he sticks towards long, now in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Astralis had another round to their total. Keeping 4 players alive this time as well. Money has been a massive issue for them, generally speaking, but they'll be absolutely fine there. Still can't buy the AWP, need to win 1 more round. Flamey will be dropping the orb for Simple, and here's the replay. As I can see, as I said, there was a little like spam coming through where the CTs usually boost behind the wooden boards, and then they were just so focused on that. They thought the boost was coming through, I think. Dupree used that as a cue to run around the corner, find those 2 kills. They had no idea that could be a possibility. All for Simple, the force spike coming through. 2 pistols, 2 AKs, one of which was saved. And this could be the chance for Astralis to tie things up. Win this round, fully go for Navi next.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you see the foot? I didn't think. It was fully visible, but it may have been. X-ray certainly made it look misleading.
Oh, yeah.
Glaive goes back out toward construction. Smokes off short tunnel that, in theory, gives him more room to work with if he wanted to get a better angle toward the bottom of Squeaky Door. Thus far, he's not moved. Bomb well back toward T-spawn in the stairwell.
Oh, yeah.
As they start to pursue the underpass, is the exact moment as well that Kiarbi is also pushed up in the bathrooms, which gives him good information, but they should anticipate that they're likely in the depths of small underpass position, given that they've not spotted them anywhere else. Even with looking, Kiarbi's going to continue on. He could be in a perfect position and with timing to flank if they hit B. He's gotten inside the stairwell. Zeus is a sitting duck. Down he goes.
Yeah, big frag for Kiarbi to pick up there. Funnels them towards the monster tunnel. They'll be going all in here, but getting flashed off. Time ticking away, and flashes once again. They're getting completely wrecked here. Not in terms of fragging, but it's utility usage by Astralis. Smoke finally deployed on the side. That'll be their chance to try and get this bomb down, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Flamey, he's got it, and they still can't get near the site. Look at it all. Flames coming in now. This can't get near the bomb site itself. 10 seconds remaining.
Good shot from Flamey to get Glaive. They're low HP. He could have easily swept them up under the rug, but Kiarbi's gotten Simple. Bomb plant, not even. Flamey gets off, and he wants to take fights and catch them off with his best opportunity as Zipex will put him down. We're back to within 1, and 9 rounds done. It's 5-4.
Yeah, Astralis getting in the zone now. They bring out the AWP as well, but what a brilliant round by them. Reading it very nicely indeed. Getting that early 5-on-4 with Kiarbi, finding the player in towards connector. They have to go all in through the monster tunnel. Just the flashbang, just so relentless as well. Buying Astralis so much time and dropping the utility in terms of the incendiaries at the right time. Navi can't even get a bomb down there. Has to be full eco. PG-50s, some deagles. That's about it. No armor, no nades. And towards connector. This will be Dupree to greet them. Runs out of bullets towards the end there. Did substantial damage. 1 more bullet would have taken down Zeus, but not meant to be. Now it's a 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Deva goes down, touches the flames, backs out, goes in again. He's made a lot of noise, so has to be very careful. At least confirmed they were there on the repeak.
And that's fine. They don't need to find the frags. They know they've got pistols and they haven't really got much to work with in terms of the nades. Just make them go towards the bomb sites here. You can hold crossfires and take them down with a superior weaponry.
Even with the M4 picked up, they're still superior in the fact that Zeus has no armor. They call it aim punch. It's a bit like fruit punch, just doesn't taste as good. Glaive, good shot, sees down, bomb drop. Device will have some of that pie. Simple gets him back with a deagle. Not the first time it's been an op versus deagle, and Simple's won that exchange between the 2 players. Last time it amounted to a round. This time it'd be a tall order. 42 seconds though, but Simple on an AWP. Give it a chance.
I'll give it a chance.
Didn't have to say you give it a big one, just give it a small chance.
Oh, well, Zipex, he's given him the big one. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. Didn't know that about Zipex.
And it will be
Let me
tied
just jot that down real quick.
at 5-5, and we should have another buy coming in for Navi here. No AWP available this time. I'll have a look at Deve's score. He's still on 2 for 9, but they're getting back into this now. He's got the AWP out. I dare say he'll get back into this game swimmingly. 5 rounds to go. And we'll see if he can have one of his trademark opening frags here on the map. He's going towards B this time. Doesn't smoke off towards short, but it goes off and goes aggressively to try and find his first pick. And it's going to be Glaive, though, through the smoke. Gifted that one as Edward pushes through as well. Nice incendiary to buy him a little bit more time. That should force Flamey out into the situation with Glaive is looking so good right now. 4 on 3. And Kiabi ready for any players to overextend at this point as well. Nice. He falls back towards the connector. This is the shot that really counts here. And I have to say, Kiabi's position, it was looking promising, but against these sort of players, this round shouldn't really be falling back. I think they should have fallen back with the situation they had. Out 3 on 2.
Yeah, much sooner, especially the last kill just sitting in the open. Xyp9x and dupreeh trying to play this together somewhat. Xyp9x stays to the window. He's actually committed to the B site now, so I take that back. I thought he'd stay closer to dupreeh on A, but they're going to split the sites rather than play a retake in hopes that they'll find at least a pick early. The next pick, therefore.
Yeah.
Silent seized could be misleading because he looks to try and get toward B. Okay, he's given it up. If he had continued on past sandbags right after Xyp9x had gone behind him, that could have cost them because they might have rotated on his information, but he never goes that far. They go back toward A. Xyp9x is still going to try and time this to be perfectly aligned with their backsides as they walk toward dupreeh, who's sitting in a corner that's good for 1, but 1 and done. Maybe even less than that because commonly checked and they've got the time to do it. They walk in, he gets the bomb, sees the shadow as well. No Simple still playing. Xyp9x should arrive any second. That's exactly the plan. They're too slow and Xyp9x gets both. I take it back, dupreeh got 1, but still, point stands.
Well then, he said that would be a difficult situation for him, but apprehensive Navi. They didn't want to give him more than 1 frag there, Matt. They wanted to hold up and challenge him together. That was perfect, considering the flank was coming in from connector. Xyp9x with the perfect timing there, comes around the corner, takes both of them down, and there it is. Perfect finish at 2 of the round. It's going to be 6-5 now. Round number 12, and what I can see, not a forced buy from Navi. Flamey certainly all in. He's down to $400, but a partial buy. Lost bonus starting to come in their favor now as Glaive, he goes aggressive towards middle safe. Sorry for device as well. Taking out those first 2 frags. 3 to go, make it 2, and it's going to be a very quick round indeed. Zeus, the final player here for Navi. Holds towards the playground. Smoked out. He might just walk to his certain death. There it is. Kiabi finds him. Now Astralis, they're high rolling. Remember, they were 5-2 down, and now 7-5 up. So a complete swing in the game, and 5 rounds in a row for Astralis. No orb for this round. Coming to the closing sector as well. I think he just buy the orb. Maybe Device isn't fitting it today. He's in 3 for 10. Maybe he's just said to his team, you know what? I'm not hitting anything. It's not really working out for me and getting out duels. Let me just stick on the rifle. Hasn't always been a full-time AWPer.
No, but he has been successful since his switch to it. Exactly. Doing a lot of statistic analytics.
Sometimes you just have to listen to your gut, though. Like, some days your won't work out for you. You can't just be stubborn and say, I'll stick on it. Like, maybe this is the call they have to make. Like, it's situational, right? You have to be the bigger man and say, look, I'm not hitting anything today. Let's just go 5 rifles here. It seems to be working.
Well, they've got the lead back after being down 5-2.
Just to note as well, Astralis don't really have a secondary AWPer. So if Device isn't hitting anything, who picks it up? dupreeh, technically the secondary.
dupreeh, yeah.
But it's not reliable. I don't think you want to take him off an AK. So
give it to dupreeh. It's funny they don't have a second operator. They used to have 3.
yeah, right. Well, Carrigan was there.
And Cajun.
Yeah, that's right.
Kiabi, good enough. Kicks down 2 with the M4 at long. Device back inside, takes the bomb out of the hands of Simple. Wins the exchange with the M4, you're right. Without the op, has no problem with Simple. Zeus will walk up from the depths of the underpass and get taken down.
Picks it up.
Picked up the op. Yeah, didn't buy it, picks it up. Thanks for the investment. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the trick. He's better with other people's AWP.
Yeah, maybe that's it. It's been blessed by Simple. 5 on 1, sees. Not really much he can do with this round. There's still a maximum loss bonus, but bombs certainly won't be planted. It's down towards the bathroom this time, and Navi, very slow defaults being shut down time and time again. Kiabi and Device doing a great job towards the bathrooms there. Finding the kills in the connector. And then sees, gets 1 back. He finds Xyp9x, but it's not really going to be affecting things that severely in the bigger picture. Him surviving something. There it is. Glaive with the final frag. And it will be 8-5, 2 rounds to go. Walking down the Device right now. 2 frags in the previous round. Towards long they went at the very start. Great spray control from Kiabi. Another partial buy here from Navi. No bombs going down in the last 5 rounds. Or 6, I should say. They timed that one out. So, since the beginning of this game, when they had that 5-2 start for winning the pistol, they have dropped off somewhat, haven't they? And they move into the second half, and that's where things get a little bit scarier. The Astralis T half on overpass. CZs, AKs, and we are seeing the CZ completely replace the Tech 9 right now. It seemed like Tech 9 isn't enough, it's just gone.
It's true, yeah. And it was...
Everyone's using the CZ.
They've gone back to it, you're right. And it's been a slow and subtle change because the Tech 9, some people I'm sure were stubborn. It was so powerful for such a long time. But yeah, the CZ is back in force.
I haven't been able to use the new Tech 9 myself yet, so I can't really comment that much. But I don't know, it seems like the nerf didn't make it this much of a... I don't know. Like
I still hate the draw speed on the CZ.
Yeah, the IKEA pistol. Gotta assemble it yourself.
You do. Good point. You do. IKEA pistol. Does it come with meatballs?
No, those are bought separately.
Well, we're here in Sweden. Maybe we can talk to IKEA and get them added.
An IKEA skin.
If you pick up in store, they'll include the meatballs.
Towards B we go. The final play from Navi in this round. Looks like they're all in. KRB having a bit of a blinder so far to hold them off.
He's waiting for Zeus, but he might get caught out. Good spot and turn. Good reaction to almost find a third onto Edward as well. I was sure he was going to get taken down from behind before even finding a single kill, so very well done in the position. However, still problems. As the bomb has been planted, they have an AWP on the retake and no kits in play. Flamey's in a decent position as well if Device even dare walk forward and try and go above him. Flash in, Flamey knows that they're there. Will go up, doesn't even need to find the first kill. His teammates already got it. Smoke, that's not what he wants. It's not a frag grenade, but it will allow him to play an unorthodox position that somehow works to find Glaive, and Navi find their first round in, I believe, 6 that have gone against them.
Yep, that's absolutely correct, and that was a difficult force buy for them as well. The CZs, as we pointed out, seem a lot more prevalent these days since the latest patch, and finding all manner of kills there. AKs didn't have to do too much work. We're going to round number 15. 8-6 is the overall scoreline. Double AWP to finish things off. We did say the secondary AWP technically for Astralis is Dupree. Can he rise to the occasion this time? We'll try and keep on board with him as Flamey coming in his direction. Does spot him just about, I think. Let's see if Dupree can find the shot. He can indeed. Lovely work. And he'll be falling back now with the man advantage.
Edward waits at the fountain. So cautious as KRB sits on the other side just waiting to attack. If he makes one wrong move, Astralis will happily take a 2-man late in the round. Meanwhile, Dupree, we talked about second op. There he is, gets a kill. Device tries to look through the smoke. Won't have the vision, but does have a line. If he wanted to just fire into it, he may have had a chance to find Zeus early on, but they've backed out of it. Oh, Edward, watch, I was going to say, as he flanks in, but misses again. We've seen a lot of people miss on open shots on flanks this tournament.
Dupree's not missing though, is he? That's his third kill of the round. Through the smoke as well. Finds C's, he had a small gap to work with there, and he makes it happen. 2 players remain now for Navi. Edward, low HP as well, 34 to be exact. Zeus with him. They have got 1 smoke and 2 Molotovs to work with here as they head back towards A. Time ticking away, of course, in true Navi fashion. Glaive finds the penultimate kill, and it should be Zeus to go down solemnly with the ship here, as a captain should do.
Zeus, good shot to get Glaive. Molotov lands top stairs. Zeus, quick switch won't cost him out. He didn't have much time to work with, Zeus just trying to get to the site. 9-6. We see a normal halftime scoreline for Astralis and Navi on this map. We haven't seen too many of those this tournament, at least not you and I.
It was a 5-2 deficit for them to open things up. It seemed like Navi had done everything right, but as you saw then, Dupree with the AWP seems to be the secondary AWPer for Astralis, and working out quite nicely for him in number 15 there. So we move on to the second half here. As I kept saying earlier on, Astralis, essentially one of the scariest teams in the world on the T side of Overpass. I think everyone knows by now that a lot of teams copy their strategies in terms of their executions, and it's generally considered to be one of the very best. There's Sonic, of course, the dossier of information. Maybe it's what Navi do. Maybe it's an idea of what they can do in certain situations. Seized, of course, a player who I thought was lucky to get through the roster shuffle in this team.
Yeah, originally he was on the exit. He was getting the boot or moving on in his own right. I'm not sure which. Seemed like there was a lot of drama in the back end of the Navi switches, to be fair.
There was, for sure. Well, here we go then. Much needed pistol for Navi here. They won it in the first half. Can they replicate that form in the second? 4 sets of armor for Astralis. 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs for Glaive. Inspector Gadget, if you will.
Inspector Gadget. What happens if they carry a bunch of utility into Jaden round? Inspector Gadget Jaden round?
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
That's what I thought. Think of all the money, baby.
Yeah.
Device takes down Simple. Good start for Astralis, but they've got more company. A crossfire set. Flamey's got 1. But they found Edward beforehand, so the crossfire falls, and therefore Flamey has to back off. That'll allow them to re-grab the bomb, but Zeus rotates back through the bathroom and is able to catch off a quick side of the headshot, excuse me, and get away. Device back in, finds Flamey. Bomb still down, but now will be grabbed. This time, I can say it with authority.
3 on 2. Zeus with the defuse kit as well. Glaive, very low HP. Still anyone's round, really, but look at that shot from Device. Very calm. Sits behind the rock. Takes Zeus down with 1 bullet, of course. Now sees the player we've just been discussing. He heads towards the B site. And this is perfect. You can see 1 player running towards B. That'll be Zipex. Even if he dies here, they've got the information as to where Seized is. That's not a huge deal. Seized needs to work out if he worked. Okay, did pull the trigger, didn't even find the frag. Go away now, boys. That's it. Run in. This is horrible.
What is going on?
Nice, I guess. Got him.
Henry's super impressed.
Well, the bomb will be planted. This still could have a few more twistle turns, but he is on 28 HP with the smoke down. I don't think Seas will get much done here. Big player in front of him, but what we saw with the USP in the previous interaction, I thought it looked like he'd be dealt with momentarily. There it is. Device, what a monstrous round that is from him. 4 kills. Very quiet in the first half, but looking to get back into this one now. Some lovely shots there with the USB, especially that one. Good lord.
I think here, just by the way, I think he was out of ammo. It's the only... Oh, I did pull his pistol at the end and shoot. Never mind. So what was Zipix doing?
I'm more asking as to what Seized is doing with the misses. That's all.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought Zipix was out of ammo, but he apparently took a shot at the end, so I don't know what he was doing either.
Yeah. I was just like, what?
That was the only thing that made logical made sense. Yeah. I don't know. How has he done that?
Who knows? Well then, here we go. Force buy from Navi. Everyone's all in. Simple's been dropped to scout, and he's got head armor. Wow. He is going tank mode, it seems. I assume it's Seized who drops it after getting the knife kill. Got an extra $1,500. So he'll drop the scout. Simple with the Superman in a weird way. And we'll push into the B side. Seized with the first frag, but gets taken down shortly after that. Still an interesting trade, yeah.
Yeah. Needed to trade that back. They did. Dupree got it. It was, yeah, surprising. Simple. Bold. Aggressive as always. Has a 2 versus 2 to work with. Trying everything he can with the scout. Why not? Bomb's not yet planted. Device waits for him to walk into the open, and Device will collect both. They go to 11-6. They did put the bomb down in the process, just to be sure.
Just to be sure. Extra $300 for the planter, of course. Always worth getting it down, even though if you know the round is guaranteed. Full eco now for the CTs. 2K for Simple. He'll get $2,400 into the next round. So that orb's just not a possibility, I'm afraid. Unless he gets a frag in this round. Number 18. 11-6. Charles looking for 12. Should almost be guaranteed to get it. Device doesn't even buy anything more. Wow. He saves the silence USB, if you will, in the previous round. Looking to find everything frags. And you know they're unarmored as well. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
Tap those heads away.
Just tap it in. Tap it in.
Could find himself in a bit of a spot of bother, perhaps. Yep, down he goes.
Desperate.
Yeah.
At the end. But it is going to be Glaive Dupree rotating around. Dupree, good. Oh, fast. Very fast. Finds Simple in the corner. And it's just Seized, well removed from the action.
Yeah.
Although I say that, he's slipping up just behind where the bomb has just passed, but he doesn't really have the weaponry to do much about that. And that's merely 1 kill out of 4 that he would need as Zipix quickly finds him, and they make it now 12-6.
12-6. Navi, like we said, the Orbiters won't be a possibility here in the first gun round, but Device, his certainly is. His count sits at 11 kills, 12 deaths. slowly getting back into this game. Very slow first half. Remember Glaive, in-game lead on 20 frags. Top fragging for his team, doing a tremendous job, I have to say. Big round here, no kits available for Navi. Trying to go aggressive at the start. Simple with no nades whatsoever. Same story for Edward now. And we'll go towards long. They know the ult probably isn't a possibility, and they're going very quickly indeed. I like this. The assertiveness from Astralis coming in. I'll be leading the charge here with Dupree as well. Two of the finest fraggers for the team. Backed up by the anchor of device there, the AWP, towards the end of long. Flashing towards the bathrooms and getting tons of information very early on into the round here.
Simple and Edward waiting. Device, meanwhile. AWP will not find the opening he's seeking, but he'll give the bomb away as well to see if he can get a better alignment. Not have to risk dropping the bomb quite so quickly. Or in the open if he were to do so. Spray back out toward long. Nearly collects Glaive, but it's Dupree that's already low enough in the front of the bathrooms and has to be a little bit cautious of his approach. They still want to go on the A site. 36 seconds. 3 players inside of it for Navi. 1 less as they immediately get an entry kill from Kiarbi, but Edward is able to trade.
Smokes deployed, bomb coming up longest. Whoa, how has Glaive got away with that? Simple can't find the frag. That should be the plant coming through. Edward has to try and deny it here, but look at the smokes. So on point. CTs, like we said, no kits going into this round. They've got the man disadvantage device. Easy frag, apparently not. Misses it. That could be beginning of the end, but still in a very good position.
Still the advantage with the bomb down. That shot made the end come quicker. He's going to go to the AK instead. Edward heard him pushing up, so positioned accordingly, so too is seized, but the smoke's in front. They're actually on it. They don't even realize it. They've just barely got the deny. As Glaive, I didn't quite see the time. I think there was actually a little bit more than I thought left in it, but device got seized. But either way, could have been sneaky. Could have been a getaway punch.
Could have been, but it wasn't. 13-6, we're coming to the closing sectors here. What seemed like it was going to be a very good game when Navi are up 5-2.
Yeah, apparently a bear doesn't shit in the woods.
Okay. Well, did that something you said earlier on? I
promised good Counter-Strike based on obvious is obvious.
Ah, I see what you mean. Well, is this the force buy? It's not. So, looking for maximum loss winners next round. A partial buy from Navi, that'll bring them to 14-6 deficit. So, well, feels like Astralis are indeed going to pick up map number 1 here. As Galbi finds the first frag and the second as well, of course. 3 in total. You get the idea. It looks like Astralis will be running over the B bomb site and finding this round very easily. Not too hard. That's all. It's going to be Simple and Edward to try and find a few consolation frags if possible.
Bomb has been planted.
Okay, goes back to check and does spot out Simple. Waiting down below. It's Glaive that will get the information and benefit from it. But they all benefit, Henry. It's a win for Astralis because they'll go now on to 14 rounds and be 2 away from taking map 1. A map they typically are quite good on, although we've said that about SK today on Train, and that didn't quite go their way, did it?
We go to Mirage next.
Miragi.
And Train if required. I'm not sure it will be required here, but Simple, he's a bit of a Mirage specialist when it comes to the AWP. We'll see whether he can step back out. I'm talking like this one's over. It feels like it kind of is. 14-6. No round posted in the second half by Navi as of yet. It's Kiarbi, like I said, having a very good game in the second half at least. 23 frags now for Glaive. There's Device. Hasn't had the best game in total, 12 and 12, but he's always the star player for Astralis. It's nice to know they can still win games, even when he is having a bit of an off one. He was on, what, 3 for 11 at one point? Which is very rare, especially on overpass, normally where he does his absolute best work.
Fair point.
Oh, they've done it again!
Goodness.
How many times are they going to give him the chance to hit that shot, Matt? Why does every team do it against Dupree?
Dupree is actually amazing at that shot.
But
like,
everyone always jumps.
Every time. Straight into it. I mean, they did get a leveling kill. Let's not rule it out. Let's not rule it out. They got a leveling kill with the AWP of Simple, but yeah, there's no need. It's tantalizing, isn't it? You walk around, you're like, oh, I'm here pretty quickly. I'll just take a quick bang.
Let's have a little look.
Yeah, dead. How's that look treating you?
Oh,
well, the 4 and 4 still favors the T's, unfortunately. If you're not aware as to why, it means the CT's defenses are spread pretty thin, and that certainly helps. Flamey does find Dupree eventually. The smoke is short, and now they have got the advantage. 1 minute remaining. Device with the AWP towards long. Nothing really to work with there. You can see a player tucked in the corner there. That'll be Zeus. As the smoke goes down, though, needs to be careful. Luckily, there are no Molotovs available for the T side, so he won't be flushed out of position anytime soon. Flash comes in, peek around the corner. Taken down.
Not bad to take out Zeus.
Oh, yeah.
With some space up, brings them back level. Kiabi gets close, so too does Glaive, 32, but they're considering the opposite, going back over toward B after that pick, and leaving Kiabi to be the salesman. Quick smoke in and a run back, though, should reveal, because I think Edward's close enough, he'll have heard that. Although, as soon as I say it, Simple's rotated back around, so perhaps not. Perhaps they have made the right call as Flamey inside of Monster will swing back, finds Glaive, down goes immediately. The AWP for Simple tries to go for the wall bang through the pallets. Not often successful, and Device just uses the sound to find, take him down, and kill, secure the round. 15-6 for Device. And Astralis, but Device as well.
1 round to go. That could be it. Astralis, dominant performance here in the second half, haven't given away anything. 6-0 currently. Here's the replay map. He hits the shot every time. No one else does this, by the way, as consistently as he does. It's something quite bizarre. Whether he practices that shot, I don't know. It just seems to work out for him every single time. Famas's, UMPs, a couple of M4s and no kits. Of course, you have to buy a match point. And this was a 5-2 beginning for Navi, and it's 15-6. They really have dropped off somewhat after winning the pistol in the first half.
Oh, yeah.
A clever pistol from Astralis with the double boosts toward construction, but ultimately it didn't work because they went to the other side of the map and the rotations weren't quite quick enough. Seems ages ago since one of the last rounds they won with Simple on the Deagle in the 2 versus 2. 1 to go. Money's in their favor. There is a buy on the Navi side. The famous Famas and a UMP.
Fantastic Famas.
Fantastic Famas. Famous Famas.
Well, this one could be done, Matt. I'm not going to build this round up too much. It seems like it's a 4-on-2. Flamey and Simple with no kits, no nades. The aforementioned Famas and A-side control, but there is a twist. Simple, smoked out. I thought that could be it. Finds an AK-47, but they just push through this. Nice movement, but Device ready and waiting. Takes him down. It's a 4-on-1. Flamey in the same position. He'll be dealt with momentarily. So going down 5-2, bringing it back to 16-6. That's very well done. Loving that from Astralis. It was a little bit scary for them at the beginning, but you can't really argue with that as a result, especially on the T side as well, not giving a single round away. I'm on your screen right now, Device. It's nice to know, even when he has a very off game, his teammates can still pull through. The likes of Glaive especially. Not usually fragging as high as his other teammates, but this game was an exception. Very, very good from him.
One thing I will say that I like about Device, and yes, okay, he struggled a little bit to get into the op and get rolling in this particular map, but I like that he's able to identify the, I guess, importance or stress in a situation and adjust the speed of his reactions accordingly. For example, the last round, jumping through the smoke, they've already got the advantage. He knows it's pretty much a foregone conclusion they're going to win. Takes his time to let Simple's movement come to a conclusion and land before pulling the trigger. A lot of ops would take a flick and think, I have to be fast all the time and miss that shot because they're just thinking, I have to be quick, I have to be quick. He's able to slow it down quite frequently and understand that, okay, if I miss, it's not the worst thing in the world in this scenario. He's also moving. Let's just, boom, hit it.
Make sure we actually
exactly. Whereas when he has to be quick, we know he is capable of it. But I don't often see, even at the top level, sometimes ops adjusting their reaction time in accordance with the situation.
Well, there you go. Situation here as map 1 is 16-6 in favor of Astralis. We do move on to Mirage next, where I feel like it could be the end of the Navi run, at least in this particular round. I feel like 2-0 will be coming in. Astralis no slouches on Mirage either, but you never know, the bounce back could come through. We saw it with North and SK. We thought the first map, that was the end of North run, but they won the series overall.
They did.
Could happen again. We'll take a quick break for now and see what happens in the second map.
It's what you've been waiting for.
These guys are on top of the world, and it's all done. Astralis